Hi there, and welcome to Australia's biggest child safety lesson. We're so excited to have you here today. My name's Marty and I'm a police officer. A really important part of my job is to keep kids just like you safe. I'd like to introduce two people who work very hard every day to also help keep kids safe. Denise and Bruce Morcombe.
Hi everyone. So guess what? You're all making history today. Yes, you. We've got nearly 3,000 schools who've registered to be part of Day for Daniel and join Australia's biggest child safety lesson. That's possibly 1 million students all over Australia.
Can you see your school on the map there? No matter where you're from, we're looking forward to talking together about ways that you can stay safe.
We've got rules for all sorts of things to keep us safe, don't we? Things like swimming between the flags at the beach, or crossing the road at the lights or pedestrian crossing. While we're talking about being safe, it's important that we feel safe as we do this lesson. Because of this, your teacher would have gone through some class safety rules with you. Should we quickly go through them again? Yep. Okay then. During our lesson, it's important that you're respectful and kind to others. It's okay to question. We can't answer straight away because we're here and you're in your classroom. But I bet your teachers could give it a go. If you have a personal story to share, save it till after the lesson. You can talk to an adult who'll listen and believe you, like a teacher, parent, or police officer. Finally, you have the right to feel safe. You can choose to participate in the lesson in a way that makes you feel okay. This means you don't have to answer every question or be a part of every discussion. Got it? Good. Okay, let's go.
We're going to talk a lot today about what you can do if you feel unsafe. But before we do that, we want to ask, what's it like when a person feels safe? So how do you know when you feel safe, Bruce?
Well, usually I feel happy and relaxed when I feel safe. There's lots of different emotions that people feel when they are safe. It might also be about who I'm with and where we are. Most people feel safe with their family, good friends, people they know and trust. I know I do. This could be when I'm at home or work or a place I've been before and I know it's safe. For you, this might be home or school or maybe the house of a relative or a good friend.
So all together now, it's your turn. I want you to think about these questions. You can answer me by shouting out your answer. Who are the people you feel safe with? What places do you feel safe? What emotions do you have when you feel safe? All right, thanks everyone. Great job.
From your toes to your nose where nobody goes, your body belongs to you. From your toes to your nose where nobody goes, your body belongs to you.
As you've just seen, from your nose to your toes, you can say what goes. Your body belongs to you. No one is allowed to touch your body in a way that makes you feel scared, confused, or uncomfortable.
The body has so many different parts, doesn't it? And some of these we call public body parts. Can you tell us which parts of the body are public, Bruce?
The parts of the body we call public include our arms, our head, legs, feet, knees, all the parts you can show in public places, like at the shops, schools, or shared places at home, like the kitchen or the lounge.
All bodies have private parts as well. We can tell where these parts are because they are covered by swimmers or underwear in the picture. You might already know the names of the private body parts. If you do, great, good on you. If not, make sure you ask a parent or a carer and they can tell you the names that a doctor or teacher would use.
We might have other family or nicknames for private parts, and that's okay at home. But it's important to know the names a doctor or teacher would use for private body parts because then we can tell someone clearly if we need help looking after them or if we've been hurt.
It's important to remember our body belongs to us and we can say no to any touch that makes us feel scared, confused or uncomfortable.
From your toes to your nose where nobody goes, your body belongs to you. From your toes to your nose where nobody goes, your body belongs to you.
Our bodies are so clever. They digest our food, they go to sleep every night, they can work hard so we can do our schoolwork. They might also help us run around or talk with friends.
Okay, here's a simple test you can do now. I want you to swallow. Ready, set, now. Okay, think about where your tongue was. It was at the roof of your mouth, wasn't it? Nobody told us to do that. Our bodies do heaps of cool stuff like that, and our bodies can help us recognise how we are feeling.
When I'm feeling happy, my body makes me want to smile from ear to ear. When I'm feeling angry, my muscles get tighter and I start to frown. If I'm feeling sad, I might want to cry or bury my face in a pillow and not talk to anyone. Here's a fact for you. Did you know that we're all born with an inbuilt warning system to give us clues when we're not feeling safe? I know, it's amazing, isn't it? This might be when we feel scared or confused or uncomfortable. Our body gives us clues to help us act. We can be awesome detectives and learn to recognise the clues our body gives us when we're not feeling safe. Hey, do you want to play the Body Clues game? What do you think, Denise and Bruce?
Yeah, sure.
Let's play. Our bodies, as I said, are really clever. They let us know when we're feeling unsafe and uncomfortable by doing automatic things. Like, I know when I feel unsafe or uncomfortable, my heart starts to beat faster. What about you, Denise? What sort of things happen to your body when you don't feel safe or comfortable?
I get really sweaty palms.
Sweaty palms? And what else? What else have we got that...
Sometimes you feel sick in the stomach.
Sick in the stomach? Yeah.
I know sometimes I get wobbly knees.
Wobbly knees, yes. Shake it about.
Sometimes you get really frightened and you get really scared.
Scared and your hair stands on end. How about that?
I reckon sometimes I want to cry as well.
Yeah, that's right, we do. Sometimes we want to cry and our eyes fill with tears.
And they're big.
And they're big. It can show on our face, can't it?
Yep.
Big eyes.
And a big mouth.
Wide mouth. So there's lots of the clues that our bodies show us when we're not feeling safe or we're feeling uncomfortable.
If we're in an unsafe situation, we might not feel all these things at the same time. It could just be one or two. If we start to notice any of them happening, we should pay attention because our body's inbuilt warning system is giving us clues that we might not be safe.
We've got lots of detectives in the police, but we could always do with more of them. I bet you can be one too. Give it a go, and next time you're not feeling safe, recognise your body clues. If you can do this, you can get help sooner.
From your toes to your nose where nobody goes, your body belongs to you. From your toes to your nose where nobody goes, your body belongs to you.
So Bruce, if someone had been a really great detective and had recognised their body clues were telling them they weren't safe, what could they do?
It's really pretty simple, Denise. They need to react. They should try and run or move away from the person or situation that's causing their body clues. If they can, they should try and go to a safe place. What would you do, Denise, if your body clues were telling you you weren't safe at school?
Well, I'd find a teacher and tell them what was happening.
What about at the shops, Marty?
Yeah, I'd try and find a security guard or someone who works at the shop. I'd look for someone in an official uniform and I'd try and talk to them. If someone's online using a computer, playing a game or chatting, and they see or read something and start to get some body clues, they should move away or put the device down and talk to a parent, carer or teacher. They would much rather you tell them what's happening, then they can help. You know, there's some students who feel embarrassed or worried to talk to an adult about this stuff because they think they'll get into trouble. And most of the time, this just doesn't happen. Adults just want to help, so tell them what's going on.
Marty, what should the kids do if they don't feel safe and recognise their body clues at home?
That can be really hard. If they can, they should try and say no or stop. They should try and find a safe place as soon as they can. It's also really important that they talk to an adult that will listen and believe them. Someone like a teacher, liaison officer, or family member that doesn't live at home. They should tell them why they don't feel safe. They can always call the police or Kids Helpline as well.
One of the first things we tell students is that they can try and say no or stop, to shout loudly or call for help. You're allowed to yell at an adult if they're threatening your personal safety. Here's an example of some students practicing saying no.
No! 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 No!
Okay, we should practice that together. In a big loud voice and all together, we want you to put your hand out like this and say, "No, my body belongs to me." All right, are you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. No, my body belongs to me. I'm not sure if we could hear them. Could you hear them, Denise?
No, I think we can go a bit louder than that.
Not quite loud enough. Okay then, Denise says, not good enough. Let's do it again, nice and loud. Ready? 1, 2, 3. No, my body belongs to me. Bruce, what about that time? Could you hear the thousands of no's from schools all over Australia?
I want to hear no from everyone out there. It's time to make some noise.
You think we need to do it one more time?
One more time.
All right, everybody. Ready? Here we go. Last time. 1, 2, 3.
No, my body belongs to me.
Excellent effort. I think we heard you all the way from Darwin to Perth and Cape York to Hobart. In summary then, run or move away. Try to say no or stop. Call loudly for help and tell someone who can help you.
If you follow these safety tips and still feel unsafe, here's what you gotta do now. Recognize what you gotta do now. React is what you gotta do now. Report is what you gotta do now. If you know it doesn't feel right, recognize, react, report. Come on!
We've spoken about being a detective and recognising when your body clues are telling you that you're not safe. Things like heart beating fast, shaky knees, sweaty, and feeling like you want to cry. We've talked about the different ways you can react if you feel like this. Can you remember any of them? I'll help you. Trying to go to a safe place, shouting loudly, and telling an adult that will listen and believe you. Now we're going to talk about who you can tell, and we're going to call these people our safety helpers.
Our safety helpers are adults that we can talk to and they can help us to be safe again. It's important to remember that our safety helpers need to be people. A dog or cat might make you feel better, but they can't help you to be safe. Our safety helpers need to be real people we see or speak to often, either face to face, on the phone or online.
So safety helpers could be adults who live at home, like a parent, carer, maybe even a grown-up brother or sister. There could be other adults who are related to you. Denise, can you think of any other examples?
Or perhaps a grandparent, uncle or auntie.
Who do you think could be a safety helper at school? School's a great place to get help. There's lots of adults around and they're trained to look after you. People like the principal, teachers, or teacher aides. Bruce, can you think of any other adults who could be safety helpers?
Oh yeah, there could also be parents of good friends, or an adult at after-school care, or a counsellor. Just think about the adults in your life that you know and feel safe around.
And of course, safety helpers can be the police and Kids Helpline. Students can always call them too. It's free and it's confidential, which means you can talk to them if you're not sure about something or if you're worried. They can help you work out what to do.
It's really important to talk to your safety helpers if you don't feel safe or haven't felt safe in the past and you want to tell someone about it now. It's never ever a child's fault if they don't feel safe. It's the job of adults to make sure that you are safe. Don't give up. Keep talking until an adult helps you. That's what the people in your safety network are there for.
Here's what you gotta do now. Recognize what you gotta do now. React is what you gotta do now. Report is what you gotta do now. If you know it doesn't feel right, recognize, react, report. Come on!
Well, we hope you've enjoyed being part of Australia's biggest child safety lesson. We've really enjoyed being part of your classroom today, and we'd like to say thanks for having us.
Remember, from your nose to your toes, you say what goes. Your body belongs to you.
You're already an awesome detective. You can recognise your body clues.
You can react to stay safe.
And report to one of your safety helpers. And don't give up until you do get the help that you need.
Because we all have the right to be safe.
And remember, complete the safety hand activity sheet that your teacher will provide with you after this lesson. And remember, thanks for helping us and
Stay
stay safe. Bye-bye.